Noswaith croeso, good evening and welcome to the Bluebirds Nest Live. Coming to you this evening from the capital, here at Cyncoed Campus, home of Cardiff Metropolitan University, as the Bluebirds of Haverfordwest County have navigated a very busy M4 this evening, ready to take on Ryan Jenkins' Met side for our penultimate fixture of the 24-25 JD Cymru Premier regular season. It's a Friday night under the lights here in Cardiff. We're all set for what promises to be another huge game in this dramatic run-in towards the end of Phase 2. Just 2 games remain tonight and TNS next Saturday at home. So there's plenty to play for. I'm sure we'll be speaking about it throughout this evening's broadcast. Live audio commentary of tonight's clash, looking to build upon the 1-1 draw with Carnarvon Town at the Oggybridge Meadow a fortnight ago. That one saw Ben Amoun get us the lead before a Louis Lloyd penalty levelled things up just a minute later. Met themselves come into this game off the back of a goalless draw away at Bala Town. It's been tight at both ends, showing just how competitive this league continues to be as we approach the final stretch. The last time we met was back in February, and it was the Bluebirds who came out on top that evening. It was a second-half strike from Ben Fawcett that proved the difference that day, as we picked up a vital 1-0 victory at the Meadow. As it stands, we sit third in the table, 5 points ahead of Carnarvon in fourth. That means a win tonight, or even a draw, could be enough to secure us our joint highest ever finish in the top flight. A huge incentive, and you can be sure the lads will be giving it everything to get over the line this evening. We're live right across YouTube, Facebook, and X, formerly known as Twitter, once again this evening. A warm welcome to everyone tuning in from wherever you are in the world. Don't forget to, as always, drop us a comment. Let us know where you're listening from. Send in your questions, your thoughts, predictions, anything you've got. Always great to hear from Bluebirds fans far and wide, whether you're in Pembrokeshire, the Valleys, Southampton, or international waters. I look forward to hearing from you. I know there's a couple of young Bluebirds tuning in this evening, starting off their Easter holidays. I've 2 young up-and-coming goalkeepers in sunny Llanstefan this evening. Austin and Lloyd, hoping we can bring you some goals tonight, lads. Lloyd, speedy recovery to you with the broken elbow. With Mo Salah signing his new Liverpool contract today, hopefully Bluebirds win tonight can give you even more things to smile about. A cool but clear evening here in Cardiff. Floodlights are already on, but the blue sky above us across this 4G pitch looking great. Just moments away from kickoff here. The teams are out. Ben Williams in charge tonight. Let's have a look at the selections. Tony Pennock has made 2 changes. Zach Jones in goal, Rhys Abruzzese, Captain Dylan Rees, Lee Jenkins, Corey Shepherd, Kyle McCarthy, Greg Walters, Kyle Kenneford, Owen Jones, and incoming are Yori Humphreys and Dan Hawkins. Ivan Knott, Harry John, Daniel John, Ashley Watkins making his first appearance in the first team squad, having had a really successful period with the development this year, is on the bench, as is Luke Owen, and Jacob Owen and Ben Arman dropped to the bench from last week's fortnight ago's starting lineup. Missing for the Bluebirds tonight, you might have noticed, Ben Fawcett, Luke Tabone, and also Alaric Jones, who was one of my special guests on the podcast this week, and I've been posed him the question about coming on to co-commentary. He has agreed, and I'm delighted to welcome Alaric to the Nest this evening. Alaric, welcome.
Thank you, Ryan. Thanks for having me, mate. We've been speaking about it for a while, haven't we? So. I thought it was a good fixture to do, being I played at me for a couple of years and know a few of the boys. So yeah, hopefully for the 90 minutes I can give you a bit of insight into both us and them. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, mate.
Fantastic. Good to have you. It's you're a ringleader on that bus in the card school in particular, and you've been missed in recent weeks on our travels. As you said, a former Met player, so hopefully you can give us a bit of insight into both teams tonight as the match is unfolding. It's Owen Jones over the ball to take kick-off. Referee's whistle, and we're underway. It's I'm sure, Al, you're going to be jumping on any of the players who make mistakes tonight, having known both squads.
I don't know. I'm sure what goes around comes around, mate. I think I made plenty of mistakes under as well, mate. No, we'll have a laugh, mate.
Well, we're live across the nation and further afield, so I'm sure you'll be on your best behaviour as well.
Yeah, how many viewers have we got, right? So far,
can you see? 46 already joining us here on the Bluebirds Nest Live. Promising attack from the Bluebirds from kick-off, but the Archers have been gifted a free kick just in front of the halfway line. We will shortly get the graphic up on screen showing the match action in that 2D graphic. If I can find it, here we go. There we go. So live graphic on screen to keep following the action. Free kick to Met in round about the same position as the graphic is showing. Deep all the way across over Yori Humphries' head, and out for a throw-in. Chance for Lee Jenkins to get his hands on the ball. He's coming across here to take this one. I know we spoke about it in the week. For those of you that haven't managed to watch this week's podcast episode, you spoke about your injury that you sustained back in February. Tell us what you did and how's the recovery going?
Yeah, it's all right, mate. I've had my cast off now. Friday just gone. So it was 4 broken bones and a dislocation of my wrist. So a bit of work to kind of get it realigned, get some bolts and screws in there. And the temporary wires are out now, so it's just a matter of time before I can get back training in a brace and look forward to hopefully getting to the playoffs, mate.
Brilliant. Well, we wish you a speedy recovery with that. Hopefully you can do us proud in the playoffs. Obviously, we're guaranteed a playoff spot, but the permutations are the amount of people I've spoken to already here tonight about what happens if, etc. Lots to play for here. If TNS win the Welsh Cup, big if, then we would find ourselves in the playoffs in a better position, perhaps. If we finish third, that would mean us going straight into a home playoff final. But again, a lot of what-ifs before then. No pushovers in that Welsh Cup final, Al.
No, exactly. I think they're on a good run of form, aren't they? I think their league position probably doesn't show how good of a side they are. Whenever you play them, it's tough. And with Europe being on the line for them, and I feel they're going to be right up to it. So yeah, we'll be watching that with a keen eye. And hopefully for us, TNS get the win.
Yeah, it's a little bit end-to-end here at the moment, and thankfully, Zach comes and catches the ball well. The referee's wave play on, but he was tripped in the air, nasty landing. He's getting back up. I think he's having words with, is that Roscoe up top for the Archers tonight?
Yeah, Roscoe is not shy of giving a bit back. So, yeah, I think it was a foul, but wasn't giving it.
Yeah. Boys getting it down and playing here a bit already. Sheps finds Greg on the halfway line, goes back to Jenks, who gives it back to the keeper, Zach. All in green tonight. The boys in our custom traditional all blue strip. Custom kit designed by Torsport, sponsored by Gashley Moore. Dylan getting one of his early first touches. Eventually finds a ball to Greg on the halfway line. Back to Jenkins. It's a high press from Matthew.
Yeah, I probably wasn't expecting that, right? When we've played them in recent times, they've sat off us a bit more. Being at home, I'm sure they're after 3 points, aren't they? And it looks like that from the start.
Yeah. It's massive for them. Obviously, they can't mathematically finish third, but like you said in the week on the podcast, they're going to look to go into the playoffs with momentum if they can, I'm sure.
Yeah, every game matters. A lot of the Met boys will know us Haverfordwest boys. There's a few of us that have kind of been in both dressing rooms. Yeah. And whenever you play your mates, you want to win, don't you? So I'm sure they're going to be up for it no matter even if they can't catch us.
Well, it's set up to be quite an exciting game. On previous matches against the Archers have been a bit drab, if I'm honest. There's been a lot of draws, although we did nick the last one 1-0. But this is lively. It's end-to-end. Good work by Dan Hawkins and Yori. Almost got us a chance, but I think it's gone out for Free kick. Ben Williams having a quiet chat with Yori. Both full of smiles here, right in front of us on the halfway line. We're opposite the dugouts, where Tony Pennock is just sitting down, enjoying the last of tonight's sunshine. It's Kelland Absalom, a former Bluebird, in goal for Met tonight. He's got an almighty kick, to be fair to him. He's put it deep into our territory. But Abu's cleared, finds Dan Hawkins on the halfway line, but lost that one. Back to Joel Edwards. Did you play with Joel, Al?
I didn't know. He was actually away at Westfields by the time I was at Met, but he was always back and forth coming to socials and stuff, so I know him well.
Yeah.
He's an experienced player. He's a real solid left back and good value, isn't he?
Yeah, he's impressed me every time we've played him since coming back this year to the Cardiff Met. There was half a chance, really well worked. Owain and Dan Hawkins starting up top tonight. Two lively strikers there. Ben Arman on the bench, a rarity, but perhaps Tony looking to bring him on for a bit of height later on in the game. I'm quite excited to see how Owain and Dan link up top. And obviously Ben Fawcett unavailable tonight as he returns from an injury. Good clearance by Yori all the way down the channel. It's staying in. Joel Edwards coming across to make this one safe, surely. It does indeed cross the line. Throw in. Back to his keeper, Absalom. Ready to get at the fielder, I thought. He's passed it out. I'm not used to that. He was with Bala last year, and the amount of times he just went long every time was pretty Bala-esque.
Surprising to see why they're playing the back five. They normally do, but Barney was there pressing Yori on the edge of our own box, their left back. So, as you say, they really are cutting high.
That's a good clearance. Your mate, the captain, CJ Craven, in the midfield tonight, number 16. How's he enjoying his leadership role since Lang was the captain, since he left?
Yeah, he loves it. He was a leader anyway, to be honest. In the change rooms, you probably think he's older than he is. And yeah, he loves it. Yeah, I think he's just had his semi-permanent contract from the school extended as well. So he's settled up in Cardiff now, obviously being from Wrexham, and to be captain, I think, makes it even better for him.
Yeah, he's. Am I right in saying he was with TNS once upon a time?
He was, yeah. I think he was quite hard done by getting released, to be honest. It was at the time where Connors Key kind of took over in the league. And at that time, TNS kind of pulled a little bit of funding and got rid of all the young boys that were in the kind of immediate 18 squad. As if he was there now, he probably would have been kept on. But yeah, he's a real good player.
Yeah.
Matt will be glad he came to university.
Definitely, he's been a key asset for them. Chance to break then. Greg on the halfway line has to be turned, go backward again. Brad Clay, I think it is. It was following Greg everywhere. Jack Clay, that's right. He's following Greg like a rash at the moment. Yeah. Dylan out to Jensen. Back to Dill, just trying to get a bit of composure on the ball here. The boys are playing it about well, to be fair, already tonight. But as you say, Matt just waiting for that opportunity to strike. Zach left-footed, just clips under the halfway line. Chubb, I think, is it? Over on the far side? No.
Sam Jones.
Sam Jones, that's
now, showing their intent. Sam's probably a striker, if not a winger. But he's certainly not a full-back by trade. So playing him at wing-back shows they're going for it again.
Yeah. Good interlinking play. Dan Hawkins, Abu and Greg Walters over on the far side in front of the Met dugout. Shepherd drills one across to Jenks in a lot of space on the right-hand side here. Elliot Evans coming across to close him down. This is probably already more exciting than the last time I was sat here. Last August, I think it was, we were up here. I'm sure it was a bank holiday Monday.
That's twice you said that right. You're bound to jinx it if you carry on.
No, I'm feeling optimistic about this. It's a free kick about 45 yards out, I suppose. Just where the graphic is showing on screen. Abu says he was on a bit of one of his mazy runs and tripped. Ben Williams gives our first free kick of the evening.
Yeah, he's so good at that, Ab. He always makes you think he's going down the line, but comes inside so well.
Yeah, Abruzzese to cross deep, straight into the hands of Absalom. He's at the front post, and I don't know whether he slightly misjudged that one. Absolutely.
Nice to see a few. Sorry, man.
Yeah, good numbers is that what you're going to say?
Yeah, I was just seeing a few more people flooding now wearing Haverfordwest tops. It's good to see they've travelled.
Yeah, we spoke about it off camera to me before we came onto the broadcast. Seeing people walking around wearing the merchandise of the club, and I must admit, some of them I'd never seen before. So things must be, really having an impact. The community work yourself and Harry and others are doing, it's making an impact. And obviously with the partnership with Tor, the fact that the clothing and the garments, merchandise is, it's quite nice as well, to be fair. I remember back in the day when Wolves used to pick the kit and we've had some stinkers.
Yeah, do you know, I was saying to Harry earlier, nasty challenge.
That's another one, yeah. No card coming.
He's lucky to get away with that.
Is that Chubb?
No, Jack Clay, I think it was.
Yeah, Dan Hawkins, great touch from Dan to bring it down from the sky. Cut inside and, clattered, should we say. Another chance for Abu then. Again, the match graphics seem pretty accurate tonight. We've had some shockers over the time. Mentioned the kit there. Another group of lads walking past, and I can see the European shirt being worn by one of them. Good head by Jenkins at the back post, but straight into the keeper's hands. You must be pleased, Al, with all the community work you're doing to see things like that happening.
Yeah, just before the foul then I was about to say, me and H going into town most days, have a coffee or something to eat. And you see children wearing the kits every day. It's not an exaggeration. They're an academy kid wearing their training kit proudly, or if it's genuinely just fans wearing the kit. It really is rewarding. It wasn't the case a couple of years ago when I was first playing down here and we were in the country south. So being local and seeing the growth of the club is really good.
Yeah, agreed. It seems to be, particularly because we played our last European adventure, the games in Cardiff, there seems to be a number of people living up here who almost adopted us perhaps as their second team, maybe. You often see them at this game in particular. And yeah, as I scan the ground, there's a lot of blue shirts here.
Do you know, I'd go as far as saying there's probably more of us than there is of them.
I'm glad you said that because I was thinking it.
Yeah.
I thought there'd be a good attendance tonight from Met because obviously Friday night, sunny evening, would have been a good number of people coming to join us here at Cyncoed.
I think the students will probably be on their half term, which has probably killed them.
Of course. Another good take in the air by Zach. Roscoe underneath him, just looking to have a little nudge again. I think they're experienced. Obviously, Roscoe made his name here at Met a number of years ago. Then had his move to TNS. And then, was it Forest Green Rovers? Oh, a chance for Greg down the right-hand side. Dan Hawkins in the middle. He has to cut back. He's shaking the hips here, Greg, somewhat. He has to play back. It's found Dullan, 35 yards out. It's pinched. Met, counter-attack. Approaching the halfway. Elliot Evans in the centre circle. Through. He's going to be offside, surely. It's going to trickle out for a goal kick anyway. Again, positive play. Boys worked it well. Shep's got a great ball down the channel for Greg to run onto. Couldn't quite get his ball across the box where Dan Hawkins was lurking. He was marked down, to be fair. But Greg cut it back. Dullan was in hot pursuit of the attack there. Great to see from the skipper. Great to see.
Back to Roscoe, right? I think it was Wimbledon he got moved to.
Wimbledon, that's right.
Yeah. It's obviously a nice experience from going to play in the Football League. Things didn't work out at TNS. I think it was nice for him to probably come back to something familiar like that. Yeah.
It's part of the furniture here now for a number of years again. We've got a good rotation, it seems. Ryan Jenkins and the coaching staff tend to play him or Tom Vincent, who's a big aerial threat. He's had some crucial goals this season.
Yeah, scored a screamer away at Penabont, didn't he?
Matt now playing it out from the back. Good switch of play over to Joel Edwards, right in front of us here. Effort just lays it off to Elliot Evans, who's part of the coaching staff here as well now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the assistant of the first team, and he's also, I think, head of football operations within the uni now. So manages the Bucks. which obviously have 7 or 8 teams. So I'm sure he's busy through the week as well as his Welsh Premier League commitments.
Yeah. Another experienced campaigner, and they still got a number. I think I saw Baker. Is it Chris Baker?
Yeah, I think he might be. Oh, I don't know. He's head of football at the whole university now, men and women. But my first season at Met, Bakes was there, and he's a legend. He was a really good captain. But to kind of further his studies, he retired quite young at 31. So it's nice to see him back involved with the club.
Yeah. Looking across, listeners, well over the 100 mark of people tuning in. So warm welcome to everybody. Number of comments coming in. Hope you're enjoying. Austin and Lloyd. Harry Jones, unavailable this evening. Sends his best of luck to the lads. Good evening, Graham, as always. And the fan favourite, Marcus Greenish. Good evening to you, Marcus, joining us on Facebook.
Hello, Marcus, mate.
Boys just playing it out from the back here. Met seemingly letting them have it. Zach's approaching the edge of his box. Right-footed, driven straight down the middle of the pitch. Good clean header, puts it back. But Sheppy's going to bring this one down. Good ball forward. Barnaby Sodi there with a left-footed. Ooh, it's broken off Kyle Kennefoot's toes there. Elliot Evans with it. Kyle does well to bring it back. Great feet, Kyle. Fantastic. Shuffles inside. Lays it off to Owain Jones. On this right near side touchline to us. On his left foot. Cuts inside. Does well. Beats one. Back. Yori Humphreys. Chance to cross. Great delivery. Shepherd brings it down. Lays it off. Oh, it was falling on Owain Jones's right foot. Good tackle. Still alive. Edge of the 6 yard. Oh, side netting. Great play all round there by the Bluebirds.
Yeah, nice to see both Kyle and Sheppy making the box as well. We had some good numbers in there then. Just didn't quite break for us, did it?
Yeah, Sheppy's layoff from almost a penalty spot. He brought it down, laid it off to O's onto his right foot. If that would be to his left foot, I think he would have pulled the trigger there and he would have had a shot on goal. Good control. Dullan brings it down on his chest and punts it left-footed. Kenneford, good little flick from him as he stumbles. Free kick against him. Interesting. Good battle. Kenneford did well because he stumbled earlier on. He lost possession, but then managed to win it back. And great little shuffle of the ball. Beat, I think it was Clay got round to set up that attack. He started the last couple of games now, Kyle. He's had an opportunity to almost play in that 10 role. He's thriving in it.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same way. It probably took him a little bit longer than he wanted to adapt to the Welsh game coming out of Cardiff, like it does with many boys from academies. But you can always see the quality in training, and now he's kind of having a run of form. It's really nice to see. He's been real good the last couple of weeks. Brings level of quality.
Yeah, often you hear the boys talking about how good he is in training, and it's a different ball game coming from, the development squads across the country into the first team. I know Dan John is having opportunities, Harry in the past, as of Yori and Jacob, etc. And it does take time. Well, he seems to be finding a good run of form here near the tail end of the season.
Yeah, it's interesting to see. He's up against Jack Clay, who they came through at Cardiff together. So I'm sure they'll be having a chat on the pitch when they're not going after each other.
A little bit of needle, perhaps. Throw in from Jenks. Throws it down the line. Owain Jones, I think, has caught a trailing hand in the face. He doesn't need treatment, but he's taking his time to get back to his feet.
It's wise from O's. He just needs a breather, I think.
You say that from experience, Al, is it?
Yeah. I'm surprised he looked over and gave us a wink now.
How have you enjoyed this past season? Obviously, you're out still for a couple of weeks now, but coming back to the Bluebirds with a good dressing room, it must be said.
Yeah, I always love my football down here. I think the boys kind of knew if it wasn't for my studies, I never would have left. And yeah, coming home, obviously having a good season. I've really enjoyed it. Like I say, the changing rooms is definitely the best I've been involved in. And it's nice to have so many local boys within the squad. And a young squad at that, so long may it continue.
Edwards with a throw in. Looking to go down the line here. And to Sodi, back to Edwards. It goes long. Dullan again underneath it. Big appeal for a handball, not given. Kenneford does well. Concedes the throw in, but stops the attack there. It's going to be another Edwards throw right in front of us here on the halfway line, beneath the Scorio gantry. So any highlights you do see later on will have the same perspective as us. Hopefully there are a few highlights to see.
Yeah, I had to stop myself there, right? Kylo with a really good press. I was about to scream on, love it, Kylo. So I had to bite my tongue with it.
You feel free. That's got to be a free kick. Oh, not given.
Oh,
Throw
no.
in the mat. Greg thrown to the floor by Clay there. I said those two have been close proximity throughout this first half already. We're 20 minutes in. He's not left at Greg's side. Wonder whether they've seen Greg as somewhat a danger man. The legs in midfield.
Yeah, I think they probably matched him up. I know Jack Clay's very fit, as is Greg. Heavy challenge.
Big heavy challenge as Met come through. They got a chance, good turn in the box.
Offside, he's offside.
Offside flag is up. Panic over. Players haven't seen it yet. Ball ricocheted out of, is it Sam Jones over the far side? A little bit of a heavy touch. It was at the feet of Abu Sezi, but his momentum took Abu almost 360 in the air then.
Yeah, I think they gave offside there, but I'm pretty sure it came off our player. So it's in Zach's hands now anyway, but we got away with one there.
Yeah, playing advantage. Zach put it on the floor. It's gone long. It's going to go all the way through. I think Edwards is going to have to play this. Yeah, he does. Pitching wedges one up in the air. Yori Humphries through. Delivers into the box. Headed. Oh, there's a penalty left. No. Oh, Dan Hawkins clattered in the back. Right on the edge of the box. Referee's wave play on. He's down holding his head, ref. It's a head injury, mate.
Yeah. And he's been elbowed in the box. He's come back now, but we should have had a penalty.
It's an interesting one, that. And I think at that point, I'll mention to you, potentially coming in, well, more than potentially, it's going to be happening. It's VAR light. I wonder whether occasions like that could be utilised going forward. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, well, as a defender, it's probably not what I want to hear. But to be honest, I'm not too sure what VAR light entails. I'm not sure if it might just be offsides. Just like I say, as a defender, probably works in my favour. But if it was for fouls, I think we'd probably be looking at a penalty here. I think Veal was never getting to the ball. And once you see Dan kind of get his head to it, used his forearm, potentially elbow on the back of the head, it wasn't major contact, but definitely enough for it to be a foul.
Yeah, he's still down. Henry Fensom has come onto the pitch to check over our number 10. He seems to be all right. He's hunched over.
Yeah, it's an interesting position he's placed in there, isn't it?
Yeah. Dan obviously not long himself returned from a leg injury. Hopefully he can continue here. We couple of predictions coming in the chat. 1-0 for the Bluebirds. We'll be over the moon to come home with 3 points tonight. Fingers crossed that can be the case. Good question from Graham. What needs to happen this weekend, results-wise, for us to be confirmed in third? So, current standings see us 5 points ahead of Carnarvon, who are fourth. 2 games to play, obviously. So, a win tonight would see us mathematically, without doubt, see us third in the league. What that means is still to be seen, because the permutations with the playoffs depend on the Welsh Cup outcome, which is on May the 4th, I believe. TNS, as league champions, already won the league. If TNS win the double and win the cup, then Penabont in second place at the moment will automatically go into Europe. And then third place team, hopefully being us, would go directly into a home playoff final in mid-May. However, if Nomads overcome TNS in the cup final, Nomads themselves are teetering on 7th place, 8th place at the moment. They're fighting with Barrytown United on that front. I think the 2 teams play tomorrow as well, so that could be conclusive there. Then if they win the cup, they obviously wouldn't need to go into the playoffs for a chance to play in Europe. They'd qualify themselves directly, which would leave Penabont and us in the playoffs with a wide range of fixtures to be played there. But all being well, I'm a massive TNS fan now for the next couple of weeks. Hopefully they win the cup, we get third, and then we'd have a home playoff final, straight into the playoff final, against the winners. Well, basically, fourth would then play seventh. So as it stands at the moment, Carnarvon would play the seventh best team. And then fifth at the moment would be Cardiff Met against Bala. Then the winner of those two fixtures would play each other in what basically would be like a semi-final. And then the winner of that would come down to Pembrokeshire for a massive occasion at the Meadow, hopefully. That's what we're all dreaming of. But long way to go yet. But at the very least, we're definitely got a place in the playoffs through playing our football in the top tier, the Championship Conference this part of the season. The first time the club have ever got into the top six. And again, as I said earlier, we could tonight get enough points to confirm our place in third, which would be a record league position. Just offside, Dan Hawkins. Greg Walters played it through lovely there. And Dan Hawkins, who has returned to the field. He's had a bit of TLC from Henry Fensham, and he's back on. All good. Yeah, interesting point from Graham again in the chat, saying that, you know, if Dan gets clattered anywhere else on the pitch, you're probably going to get a free kick there, just by a matter of averages, and, you know, a percent chance of him given that goes up dramatically anywhere else on the pitch. But because it's in the box, I did wonder whether he's been hesitant there, maybe.
Yeah, Dan's let a few things go, hasn't he? So I'm just hoping it's the same when we make a few fouls.
Yeah. Throw in Abrasesi, finds Shepherd, back to Abu. Taken late. He's given Matt the throw in. Wow.
That's crazy.
Tony Panic not happy with that one. Obviously, Tony returning to the dugout tonight following a touchline suspension. Matt on the break though. Elliot Evans on the edge of our box. Yori's standing in front of him. He does allow him to cross. Headed over the bar. It was proper half chance, I think, for Matt there. Good feet, Elliot Evans. Experience. Really good technician of the ball there. You must have enjoyed playing with Elliot in your time here, Al.
Yeah, quality on the ball, Al's. He'd probably admit himself he's maybe lost a little bit of pace, but it doesn't make it any easier to get the ball off him. I think he's so two-footed, and the way he drops his hips is really hard to defend against. Yeah, good player, Al's.
Lovely bit of build-up play there. Zach drilled the ball to the Shepherd's feet inside her own half, and a little round the corner to Kyle Kenneford, who then straight away give it straight back to Sheps, who played a lovely ball forward. Almost beat the line. But that's a little bit high, that one. He's come away with the ball there, Craven, but lucky he had the ball, because that could have been a nasty one on Owen Jones there.
Yeah, I'm dying for one of the boys to give one back. They've had a few nasty challenges that they've got away with. I think it's about time the boys get stuck in. I'm thinking my money would be on Sheps. So
my money would be on you if you were on the pitch.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it.
We lost on the day, but I remember you scoring probably your last goal for Haverfordwest at this ground.
Yeah. I was talking to the boys on the bus on the way up. It was sort of a bittersweet one because we were 3-1 down and it was an added time. Nonetheless, I enjoyed it in front of all my uni mates. It was nice. It was probably the best place I could have scored at the time.
Yeah. We've hit the 150 mark across Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube this evening. Great to see people spending their Friday nights with us on Bluebird's Nest live commentary. And I can see on YouTube we've got Paul from over in the United States of America joining us, fastly becoming our top American supporter. Welcome to you, Paul. Obviously, the links with America and Haverfordwest increase again this past week with the announcement of Morley Sports Management, who've taken over at wrestling firm OVW, Ohio Valley Wrestling, which is exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the collaborations. Fancy yourself as going over and having a crack at wrestling now?
I don't know, mate. Not sure how I'd look in them tights, to be honest with you, Barry, but
Spandex.
It's an interesting one, isn't it? Hopefully there is some crossover in the future, we'll see.
As we talk about that, Greg Walters just gone down off the ball. I think he was clattered in a tackle of his own. He's not having any treatment, but you're right. I'm waiting for us to give one back here a minute. Ben,
I know, I'm sure Tony and Waggy be saying the same thing at half time. I think there's something over the past couple of years. It's definitely something we've got better at. I think when we were first in the Welsh Prem, we were probably a little bit flaky and potentially did get bullied at times. But this season, we've definitely stood up to teams a lot better. So I'm just waiting for us to do it tonight now.
Yeah, agree. He's pretty calm over there on the bench, Tony, but he'll be looking another 15 minutes and he'll take the boys back into the dressing room for a quick chat, and that's certainly something he'll be addressing. As much as it's 0-0, it's quite an enjoyable game here. Met are beginning to pass it around a bit more as well now.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe when you said then the 15 minutes from half time has flown by.
I know. A couple of chances, as you can see from the screen, just met with that one chance header over the bar, and ourselves having 2 half chances. But a couple of decisions, I doubt they're going to make the Scorio highlights, particularly the elbow in the back of Dan Hawkins. I don't think that'll make the highlight reel, but certainly a conversation to be had about that. Met now on the attack. Good ball by Clare on the back. It's going to go all the way through. Roscoe again showing us an experience. A little nudge there.
Getting angry sat here, right? He's given a few little sly ones from behind already.
It was Kyle McCarthy with the deck there. Another former teammate of many Archers. Long time with the Met before joining us last summer. I spoke to him just before we played Met in the end of Phase 1, I think it was, on the podcast, and he was saying he was relishing the chance. Again, bittersweet because enjoyed many good occasions here as well. But he's been great for us this season.
I think he's still got a job within the university, which is nice for him to be back here playing. I'm sure some of his colleagues are probably here watching, but as you say, he's been real good for us this year, and he's a great person to have in the dressing room as well. Real composed and senior figure in the dressing room, which is probably something we've lacked. So go on.
Abruzzese from distance on the left foot, low, hard, was eventually blocked. Met so quick to turn it around and try and counter, but Dullan is there. Lays it back to Zach. Roscoe pressing, but great play, great little swivel by McCarthy there. And back to Dullan, calmness restored. That was great play.
Zach's been getting all the plaudits he deserves for his actual shot stopping, but he's underrated with his feet as well. As you can see now, as Dill's on the ball, he's dropping out miles outside his box on the right hand side, trying to give us an overload pressing.
Yeah, that's something that, to be fair, he's always had, but he's certainly developing it with Tony and training. I know, obviously, Tony's experience as a goalkeeper and working with Ivan as well. Bluebirds on the attack here. Cyncoed, Walters, Greg slides one through. I think Edwards is going to come around and cover that, but Cyncoed's impressed me so far. He's been lively.
Yeah, he looks like he's gained a yard of pace, Kylo. Maybe I've just been missing for a couple of weeks, but he looks really sharp tonight, which is good to see.
Yeah, I wonder whether that's because he's playing games, perhaps a little bit of his match fitness.
Yeah, that's a good point. Or potentially this is more streamlined now. He's had that mop cut off.
Yeah, the drastic haircut. I remember when he turned up and he did that a couple of months ago now. I was like, who's that guy? Oh, it's another late one. Finally, the referee is opening his account for the bookings tonight. Who's that picking up a card there, Al? 6.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, he's been a great signing for Met this year. Scored a number of crucial goals for them. Known for his attacking play, but a little bit late on Sheppy there. Who's already up. He rode the challenge well, I think. You could see it coming.
Yeah, I was surprised with Ryan leaving Penabon. Might know in his last season he was a little bit in and out, but he's come into Met and he's also doing a degree part-time, studying and playing. But as you say, yeah, he's been a real good signing for them. Scored a lot of goals, as you say. So well, they're glad to keep him for next year, and seen he signed an extension, which is good news for him.
Abruzzesi's free kick put into a good area. Greg wins it, but again, Matt clear their lines. Love it, Sheppy. Comes across. There's going to be a little bit of needle here. I was waiting for that then. They were both looking for that then. Craven and Shepherd clash on the touchline.
Mad to think you've been with someone for 4 years. He's 5 yards in front of me, CJ. Always trying to get the boys booked.
The ball was there to be won. Shepherd put it out for a throw in, and then it's just going up a level in intensity at the moment.
Good lad, Shepherd. Good lad. I'm glad he did that.
Shepherd penalised here by Ben Williams, the man in charge tonight, for a slightly late nudge more than anything. I don't think there was too much in it, but you said Sheppy would be the man to grab the bull by the horns a little bit here.
Yeah, he just stood his ground. Sheppy's he's hard to move once he plants his feet. He's real strong. And yeah, another one.
It's liveling up here before the break. Love it. Oh, can't see who it is, but Dills, was it? Yeah, it was Dills. He's hobbling around. He gets back to his feet. Sam Jones round the right-hand side. Crosses, good charge down by Abruzzesi. Keeps it in on his left foot. Oh, there's a late one there. And he's waved play on. Wow. Ball into an area. Zach comes, great take, as always. That's something I've been so impressed with in this season. That's a great throw over the top. Greg's, with half a chance. Edwards has pinched it. He's travelling forward down this near side. Jenkins, another one who won't mind a tackle here. Stops it. Round the back. Edwards still on the attack. Edwards all over Jenkins. Wins the free kick.
Yeah, unbelievable defender from Jenkins there.
I think it's Dill who was on the end of a pretty late one over on the far side. He got back to his feet. He was limping to get back in position. I think he's just pulling his sock up there. The skipper. Yeah, he's okay. He'll run it off. Nearly 37 minutes gone here at Cyncoed. Zach inside his own penalty area here. Gone big down this right touchline. There's an almighty tussle again. Craven gets his head to it, nudges it out to Edwards. Sam Jones, as you said, playing right wing back. Goes wide to Craven. Gets back inside to Reynolds. Good tackle. Kyle Canford pinches it off him, plays it forward. Ooh, Greg wasn't quite ready for that, I don't think, and it skips through Deville out to Edwards. The left backs had a lot of the ball here on this near side. I said Kyle's impressed me. He's really leading from the front in that 10 role, pressing well. Dan Hawkins too. Brave from Matt. They're under pressure, but they're still continuing to pass it around you in their own half. Out of the How many times will Matt be training in the week, Al?
It's different for different lads, to be fair, right? The boys that are in uni will train Monday and Thursday evenings, and Wednesday and Friday mornings with their buck sides. Whereas the boys that are working will just do the evening sessions and one of the gym mornings. It's kind of different squads. They also have a lot of football in the week with bucks, so it kind of depends on their fixtures. But they're lucky with a lot of the boys living on campus or close to. They can kind of get together in smaller numbers and get sessions in, which is a luxury they have.
Dan Hawkins was brave there. Oh, it's almost worked out. Brave, won back possession, found Greg, who nearly found Sheps. Jenkins as well to clear up. Left-footed again, great strike. Zach gets hold of it on his weaker foot. Say weaker, it's just as strong as his right foot half the time. Hands in the back there. He's letting a lot go. 2 hands in the back, clear for many in attendance tonight to see there. Absalom to Edwards, to Elliot Evans on the halfway line. Puts one in. Zach's coming to get it. And clears. Oh, it's nearly in here. It's a goal. Disaster before the break here. Zach came a long way out to clear that one up the line. I think it's hit the charge down, or perhaps even his own player there. Ricochets just nicely. I didn't see who it was who crossed the ball, and then it's a tap in at the back post. I'm assuming it's Roscoe, the striker, who's tapped it in there. Disappointing.
It's come again. I know it's an excuse because we probably could have defended a little bit better, but it's come from a foul again, right? Which is frustrating.
Yeah.
I think Barney's done well to close down Zach with a bobbling ball, and he's just been lucky to hit him in the chest and drop straight to his feet, and he's had a pop shot, and Roscoe's finished it off.
But like you say, that came from what was a clear and obvious foul.
Yeah, 100%. I hope they show that in the highlights.
Owen Jones inside the box. Oh, almost an immediate response there. Jenks forward from kickoff, wins the header, flicks it into Owen Jones. He was bouncing quite high up. He's just got a toe on it, and just it kept travelling up and over the crossbar. 40 minutes gone here. The clean sheet gone this evening. It's a tough one to take, that, just before the break.
Yeah, worst time to concede, right?
It was a pretty close encounter. I'd probably say we've had the better of the chances and the possession.
Yeah, they've had a lot of ball in their own half, but I think in terms of meaningful attacks, we've probably had close to double figures getting into the box and final third, whereas they probably had one or two.
Yeah, boys back with possession. McCarthy just chips it out. Shepherd.
Oh my God.
Shepherd concedes a foul there. Referee immediately puts his hand up. There was nothing in it. His handbag's over on the far side.
Ryan Reynolds and Roscoe. Oh my God. How has he booked Sheppy?
He's booked Sheppy. The consistency is just not there. That was no different to any of the other appeals, I didn't feel.
No, it's one of the softest of the lot. I think because a few of them have been close to Sheppy and got around him, the rest probably caved a bit and give a booking. But it's not even a foul in my eyes.
Well, if that's a foul, all the others have been fouls.
Yeah, 100%.
First Bluebirds player into the book then. So Reynolds, centre midfielder, and Shepherd, the centre midfielder, are into the book. 42 minutes gone. Elliot Evans over the ball. A little bit closer to the edge of the penalty box than the graphic is showing. Right-footed, crosses is high and deep. Zach, great take. Just waits for it to land into his gloves, to be fair. The Kiwi keeper distributes all the way over to Abrasizi on the half turn. He skips inside to Shepherd, back to Dylan Rees, and out to Jenkins on the other side. Good switch of play. Jenks opens up. Roscoe can't keep up with him, so he's pulling his shirt. Of course, the referee's not doing anything about it.
It's a foul again, man.
It's incredible, that one.
He's 5 yards away from it.
The assistant on the near side is pretty close as well. I think Jenks' shirt nearly left his body there. Abrasizi on the far side. Cuts back inside to McCarthy. Something obviously with yourself as well. We've added a number of left footers to the squad this year. Abu back with it on the far side. There's two around him, stopping him going on one of his runs. So we've got to come back. McCarthy to Rees and out to Jenkins. So often we see this. Yori Humphreys and Greg Walters are looking for it. Joel Edwards kicks out. Greg's smiling about it.
If the ref sees that, or if he blows his whistle, so it's
and another one in the back. Almost. Dan Hawkins brings it down. Shepherd just couldn't quite get it under control. Edwards clears all the way to Zach, who lays it short to Jenkins. Last minute of normal time. The fourth official's got the board in his hand on the far side. I'm guessing 3. Only been one time the treatment on the pitch, but a couple of stoppages for Met free kicks. Abruzzese to Caniford on his toes on the halfway line. McCarthy clips one forward. Shepherd, great run. Nearer the corner flag over on the far side. Left footed, drills one in. Owen Jones on the half. Chance. Oh, he's offside. Shepherd from the corner flag. Great left foot delivery. Found Owen Jones. Couldn't quite get hold of it, but a side half volley almost. Like Mark Hughes-esque volley delivered. It was on target, but it's deflected and fallen to Dan Hawkins, who missed the target, unfortunately, but was deemed offside anyway. There's 2 minutes of stoppage time to play here. In front of probably one of the better attendances I've seen in Cyncoed looking around now. Up this touchline on the far side. Probably 300, 350 maybe.
Do you reckon? I would probably would have said 250, I don't know.
It's hard to tell. Sometimes I put a prediction on commentary and then look online, and it's completely different.
Yeah, I wouldn't always believe what gets put online, right?
That's something that is obviously questioned in Welsh football about the integrity, about the attendances, but we're quite proud of the fact that we have got someone who's literally counting people into a match day at home at the Meadow.
Yeah, I think as well. We quite often have games on in the morning. Who were there before our stewards even are. Quite often you have 50 to 100 people that have played on the Meadow in the morning and hang around for the afternoon. So, if anything, our numbers are probably lower than what they say.
Sodi's done well. How on earth that hasn't gone for a throw-in? Everybody's appealing for a throw-in, but Barnaby Sodi does well down the left-hand side for the Met. Into the last minute, Yori Humphries. And that's another late one. Ref, any danger? Thank you. Finally. No card for that one, though.
No, I don't want to be too negative. The fact that we've got one card each is crazy.
Many people appealing that the ball had gone over the line for a throw-in. Yori's clearance deflected. It was on the white line. Didn't quite see it myself. But Shepherd having a chat to the referee. Dullan having a chat to the referee, saying that I think it was the 21, Sodi himself, who fouled Caniford on the edge of our box. Far worse than the yellow that Shepherd picked up, and just waves it away, play on.
I think the ruling now is only the captain can speak to the referee, and Bill's just been pulled over and warned for speaking to the referee. It's crazy.
Zach gets us back underway then. Down the line, header by Met. Are we going to get that throw in? I think we are. Jenkins is coming across to get it. Anything goes here in the last 20 minutes in particular. Spoiling the game for me a little bit. I hate blaming officials, but... And there is the half-time whistle. So we trail at the break. It's Cardiff Met University 1, Haverfordwest County 0. I'm sure you'll see the goal during the half-time break on Scorrio's social media channels. Please feel free to let us know what your thoughts are on that one. But I know we're trailing, but a pretty positive first half there, Al.
Yeah, it was good. Up until like you said, until the goal went in, I think we were the better side. It's been scrappy stop-start the last 5-10, which has probably suited them, but yeah, disappointing.
Definitely. Okay, we'll take a break now then, and we'll return just before the second half in just less than 15 minutes. And hopefully you can all join us there. Over and out for now. Thank you all. I'll speak to you soon.
Test.
Fine.
Hello. Oh no, the first time I did it, I could hear myself back, but I can't now.
Noswaith croeso nôl. Good evening. Welcome back to Cyncoed Campus. We've had a couple of technical difficulties, so we're just ironing those out. Alaric Jones should be sounding a lot better now. Al, how are you doing there?
Yeah, I'm good, Ryan. Good. Come back with a fresh mind after a bit of moaning towards the back end of the half, but yeah, that's enough of that.
We're back underway, yeah? Just making sure. Okay. Hopefully, you can all hear us loud and clear. It's switch sides, obviously, at the break. And we're back underway here. Can you hear that out? Yeah. Okay, I think we're okay technically now. Al, you there?
Yeah. Can you hear me all right?
Not coming through with me, but never mind, I can hear you sat next to me. Zach catches. We're back underway, folks. 46 minutes. Zach pumps long. Dan Hawkins with a chance to pick it up. 35 yards out. Here we go. Hopefully, if you are listening in, if you can give us a thumbs up, you can hear both myself and my co-commentator this evening, Alaric Jones.
Yeah,
what do you think Tony would have said at the break?
Oh, I had a quick word with Jacob now when he was warming up on the pitch, and as we mentioned, he was kind of a little bit frustrated that we were probably getting the better of us in terms of physicality. But yeah, we haven't played badly. I think we could probably be a bit better in the final third, but in terms of getting there, we've done all right. So I'm sure Tony will be telling them we've got 45 minutes here, not to panic.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think we're more than likely to get a goal. It's just a case of now not conceding again and build on that platform.
Yeah. Oh, a Met player there. It's just caught one in the chops, but it's come fortuitously for Sam Jones to attack. He's still up in this right-hand side here.
Oh,
slotted through. Ryan Reynolds with a chance to cut it back. Good head by Dylan Rees at the front post, and McCarthy clears the lines all the way up to the last line. Chubb misjudges and then heads home to Absalom in goal over on the far side, on our left side. And then I'm sure those of you on social media perhaps would have had a chance to see the goal that gives Met the lead here at Cyncoed. 1-0 goal. I think it must have been late 30s in the first half that they scored. I mean, I would say we edged the first half, certainly in possession and probably with the better chances. But as always, the only statistics that matter is the scoreline, as Shepherd arrows one over to the far right hand side, much to the supporters' round of applause here. Crosses, Yori is long, up and over the crossbar. Right idea. And we wonder whether Tony Panak, he's already sent the troops to have a little warm up in the far side there. Ben Arman will be chomping at the bit, I'm sure, to come on and make an impact.
Yeah, I think that's the nice thing about having Ben. Although we would have loved to have started tonight when you're on the pitch and you're 1-0 down and you see him preparing to come on. It's a nice boost.
I asked the audience to make sure they could could hear us both, and fan favourite Jack Wilson has responded, Al. And he said, unfortunately, I can hear you both, and in particular, he can hear you.
I'm still waiting to hear Willie on here.
Well, he's another one who said that he would always do it. Oh, ref, it's got to be late. Oh,
he's not going to book him again. Like
one of the best touches of the season, it must be said. He's brought that down. Zach punted one up in the air. Abu's brought it down. The deftest of left-footed touches, right on the touchline. He was heading into the stands, I thought, but he's brought it down and then played a lovely through ball. Oz was on to it. However, he was taken late. Ref waved, play on. It did go all the way through, I think, to Absalom in the end, in the Cardiff Met goal in his own area. So he's brought it back. Free kick just inside the Met half, over on this near side. And Arrows won himself over towards the back post, headed down. Jenkins with a header to the back post. Oz was waiting to tap it in, but cleared for a corner. First corner of the whole game, I think, for us. I'm Met actually thinking about it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
What would you be thinking as a centre half coming up for this one now?
Do you know, it's different against every team. As you can see, we're going short here. We work on it a lot in training, depending kind of on how the other team's set up. So for me, it'll be have a quiet word with the other defenders that are coming up and kind of work out where we're going to go. And whether you're actually attacking the ball or blocking for someone else to attack. There's various roles.
Yeah.
But yeah, the front post I tend to prefer. As Jenks is so good in the air, as we all know, so a lot of the time we kind of work set pieces to try and to get the ball on his head. So yeah.
I think it's a throw-in. Jenks, as I often say, he's taken the throw-ins this year, in particular with our friend Jack Wilson missing with his long throws. But Jenks is one, you'd love him to be on the end of his own throws. Net have cleared all the way back to Zach, just with a graphic showing inside our own half. Met get reorganised. Zach punts one clear. Jenks is underneath this one, like a salmon. What a header. Just doesn't find O's inside the box. Flying through the air like a salmon.
With
great
Jenks,
contact on it.
you
Sam
know,
Jones underneath him. He was lively in the first half, that's Sodi. Done it again now. I'm going to come sit closer to you. With these different microphones, we can't quite hear each other. What were you going to say, Al?
No, I was actually saying, the thing is with Jenks, you know he's more than likely going to win the ball. So it's a case of kind of preparing for that second ball, getting close enough to him.
Getting comfy in the stands here again. Met just with possession now, just inside our half. Reynolds on a booking, played in Veal into the right hand side of the defence, as he so often does. Come back to Absalom. It's Met game to just play a bit of chess here. He's holding the ball onto probably 20 seconds at the keeper's feet there. Dan Hawkins, made him play it. Oh, good interception. Abruzzese, chance to go forward. It's a little bit heavy. Absalom on his toes. Plays it very brave. Deflected off Dan Hawkins, but clear. McCarthy heads. It's like a game of table tennis, you know. Tell me that. Oh. Hey! Abra says he's fouled right in front of us here. Great little nutmeg. Bought the foul, but going off his other standards. The ref's yellow card barometer is changing like the wind here. Well, eventually finds Absalom in the Met goal.
It's another late challenge.
I've got to stop appealing because I'm getting myself frustrated, you know.
Yeah, Abu then rolled the ball through Sam's legs, as he's done to me many a times in training. But yeah, he was definitely caught late.
Blues just looking to get back into this game. Finding an equaliser will really open this one up, I think. The longer it goes, I feel the Met are just going to try and kill the time. Hawkins over on the far right-hand side. Wins the throw-in. Attacking position. Jenks trotting up for this one again. Tony Panic on his feet. Organising the troops here. This is probably a key area where Ben Arman would have been effective in the final third.
Yeah, missing a good bit of height tonight with Luke missing as well, obviously. But yeah, we've worked this one short, which is nice to see. Ooh.
Yeah. Corner ball. Jenks dummied the long one and went short to Shepherd, who drove one right across the 6-yard line. Greg was on the end of it, but his first time shot, I think, deflected out for a corner. So it's Abruzzese on his trusted left foot, who's gone across from the right-hand side then. Going to be an in-swinger. The flag's fallen over. Abu, great area. Good. Oh, just over Dylan Reese's head there. I'm sure he would enjoy scoring against his old club. Back with Abu on the left side. Skips past Soadi. Laurie Humphries crosses, but it's ricocheted back into possession of Met, who cleared to McCarthy on the halfway line. McCarthy forwards to Shepherd. Good positive play there, so. Punt's clear. Edwards on the end of it. Back with Shepherd. A little bit heavy. Kenneford's going to get there. Right on the touchline here. Good control straight away from Kenneford. Great through ball. Greg Walters, 35 yards out. Chance to drive at one, perhaps. Through ball. Oh, it's cut out.
Again, though.
Lining one up there now.
Yeah, great pass from Kylo to find Greg in the pocket there. Just timed the pass wrong to O's, but no, good football.
Great comment from Jack Wilson. He's decided he wouldn't be best for Jack to join me on co-commentary at any future fixture due to the amount of bad words he'd probably use during the game. Sam Jones comes away with a clash with McCarthy there with the ball. Plays it inside to Evans. That's a great through ball. Chance to strike here. Craven left-footed. Oh. Wide of the target. I would say it was beat in the far post. Zach Jones probably had that covered. It was a good angle of the dive. Down low to his left-hand side. Craven on his left foot. Got a strong left foot there?
Do you know, he's two-footed in fairness to him. Yeah, he's good two-touch, both left and right. Not sure about shooting. No, but in general, yeah, real two-footed.
It's the first real chance for Met in the second half. They're so well organised. They're fit. They're a good outfit, Met. They have been for a number of years since they came into the Cymru Premier. Ever presence over probably nearly 10 years now, I think.
Yeah, I thought this season they may struggle. They lost a good few numbers, but it's just typical Met fashion. I know Jenks and Hamps work really hard in the week tactically, and whether they have this 11 out or a different 11, they play the same way.
Yeah.
Which obviously bodes well for having players dipping in and out.
Yeah. Greg's won us a free kick there after a really passionate phase of play, I'd say. There was full-blooded challenges going in. Arman is stripped, I can see over on the far side. And I'm trying to see who's going to be joining him because it looks like it's going to be a double substitution. Yes, Jacob Owen, I'd have thought, is going to be coming on in place of Yori Humphries, I'd have thought, on the right-hand side. Those two have rotated, particularly over the last few weeks. Different types of players, I think. Jacob, perhaps a straight-up attacking, flying right wing-back. Yori, more defensive, I think. Does such a good job for us, both of them, in the different tactics. But yeah, Just looking to see what the numbers are going to be, and Arman, wonder who he's going to be coming on for. A lot of options at Tony Pennock and Gary Richards' disposal. Obviously, it could be Kenneford, and then you drop Dan Hawkins back to a 10. It could be O's, I suppose. Who will probably, he's coming up to the 60-minute mark. Obviously, with his, I say his aging body, but I say that affectionately. His minutes have been really well looked after this season. Abu does well, shows and goes down the line. Good interception by Veal. Throw in is going to be paused while there are replacements. Yeah, it's Jacob Owen for Yori Humphrey. So, like for like, it seems on the right hand side of our attack. Good shift from Yori. Jacob on, and Ben Arman is stripped, and it's Owen Jones who is making way. Good couple of chances for O's tonight. Didn't quite fall for him as he would have liked probably, but Big Ben on, O's off. Good shift by the two lads going off, but fresh legs, and like we said from the off, Ben Arman's height, I think, will be a completely different type of way we can play. And great little through ball from Abu. Almost find Ben straight away there.
Yeah, we're lucky we've got 4 really good strikers, as well as Dan John in the development, who's doing really well. But Ben and Dan's a combination I really like. Dan drops in really well, and Ben's a good target man. Yeah. As I say, all 4 of them are really, really good. But yeah, this is a combination I do like.
Matt throw in, one in the air by Reynolds, just goes directly straight up, and Sheps flicks it on. Greg flicks it on. Arman's in. He's round the last man here. He's quite wide
touch.
Yeah, it's tricky for him to do anything with it where he is, but already you can see the difference he's making. Oh, Matt just pinch it back. Love it, Greg. He can't wait to book him. Cannot wait to book him. He's gone for the ball.
I think it says it all. Sam Jones has got a big smirk on his face. I think he bought that one.
Big time. Straight into the book for Greg Walters there. The amount of Met players that are laughing. Incredible. It's a free kick. I'm not denying at all it's a free kick there. But again, it's just a little bit of inconsistency tonight. Clip forward by Absalom then to the edge of the box.
Let it go.
Jones wins it, out for a goal kick. Zach back in possession of it then. He's got options to either side. Goes for Jenkins on the right. Bluebirds not hanging about here. Played forward, goes out for a Met throw. They're not looking to slow things down yet, though.
No, once we get a good spell, you can put your money on Kellen, the goalkeeper, going down and them having a little breather. But no, they were straight back on it then.
Well done. Oh, there's a through ball by Greg. Has flicked it over. Arman has got 2 around him, but he's quick for a big man, to be fair to Ben. Does well with his feet as well. He's round the back. Just enough. Chubb comes away with it.
Yeah, it's good defending by Chubb. He can match any striker physically, as he showed there.
Oh, he's giving it away, mind. Finds Abruzzese 35 yards out. Oh, great shuffle. He's got a chance to shoot you. Oh, just going to be dragged wide of the far post. We would have had a great angle of that one if it had been on target.
Yeah, he's the man you'd have wanted it to fall to from 25 yards, Abu. He's got a worldie of a left foot. But yeah, just dragged it wide.
Just bought himself a little bit of space there with a little shuffle of his hips. I think it was Sam Jones. He sent for a bit of a hot dog there. Roscoe, Dylan Reese does so well, comfortably, calmly lays it back to Zach, which it could have been a tricky one, that. And Jenks has played a lovely, positive ball forward. Oh, pretty much fell to Shepherd, but chance for Matthew. Strikes, great save, Zach Jones. And Jenks does clear in the air this time. Another half chance from Matt there.
Yeah, we
Shepard
played ourselves
free
into
round him.
trouble.
Good header wide of the penalty box by Dylan Rees. Abrasesi again. He's looking lively here. Good interlinking play with Kenneford. Can he slot one through? Does. Dan Hawkins, 35 yards out. Oh, I think Ian Armour's going to be slightly offside, so stopped his run. And Absalom comes through with a big boot. Bluebirds back with it. 63 and a half minutes gone here. Kenneford, little dink over the back. Edwards, who's had a good game at left back.
Yeah.
Left wing back, I suppose. Left-sided centre half for Met.
Just found a little bit of joy there getting the ball in front of the back three, which is so tough to do against Met. But the more we do that, the more chances we're going to create. So that's a good sign the last couple of minutes.
Looking at the permutations, Caernarfon go to Penabont on Sunday, needing they must get a win there. A draw would be enough to secure third place, regardless of tonight's result. With them needing enough, with 5 points ahead, so a draw would only mean they could secure 4 points from their remaining 2 games. So you want to do it ourselves, Al, but
yeah, I was just about to say, right, it's not nice checking your phone every 2 minutes on Sunday, relying on other people to do a job for you. So it'd be nice to certainly get one back, if not 2.
Yeah, and obviously a tough place to go. Penabont secured second. You'd like to think that they want to have as many points as they possibly can.
Yeah, we were having this discussion earlier. They've struggled a bit with injuries over the last couple of weeks. So although we'd love them to play a full side and really try and go for it, we were kind of saying they potentially may rest a few boys. But no, touch wood, they go and get the job done, and we're third place. But yeah, like you say, we'd rather do it ourselves.
Caernarfon obviously won at home a couple of weeks ago. I think it was 3-2 there, and quite a lively fixture.
Yeah.
So again, you'd expect hope that Penabont try and change matters and get a win themselves at home, which would be great. However, like I said, let's focus on ourselves. That would be the third fixture of the conference playoff groupings on Sunday, because tonight there's another one going on, and Bala, to be fair, good defensively, perhaps have struggled themselves to score many goals. They're 1-0 down. I say that because TNS are flying at the moment, but they're 1-0 down at Park Hall this evening. It was Jack Boddenham goal after just 11 minutes, but they've held their own, it seems, since then. Harmon thrown to the floor, not given. Handball.
It's a handball.
Not given. Roscoe comes forward with it. Greg on a yellow, needs to be careful there. Shepard just backheels it away. And Kenneford's able to throw it out to Abrasesi. Moving down this left side here, right in front of us. Cuts inside, good feet. Chance to slot one through. He hasn't got an opportunity to strike one. Out to Jacob Owen from the right-hand side. Crosses.
Go on.
Oh, it's the post.
Yes!
And in! It's an own goal from the keeper.
Get in there.
Justice. Jacob Owen crosses. Kyle Kenneford, I think it was. I don't even know who's claiming that one, because it was a strike-it goal. Absalom was letting it go past his far post. It hits the post, comes straight back, hits him in the shin, and ends up in the bottom corner. The Cymru League's just the gift that keeps on giving now.
Yeah, I was going to say, both goals have probably been avoidable, but we deserved that one. I'm glad for Kylo as well, getting on the end of a cross. A real good ball from Jake. And he put it in the right area, and luckily it's come off the post and bounced in. So, 1 game on.
Wow. I said times like that. Both keepers involved in the goals tonight. Probably ones they're not going to want to watch back. Yeah, unorthodox, the word used in the chat here by Graham Wise. I completely agree. That was a random goal. Finished in the bottom corner. The Bluebirds faithful are found their voice again over in the far corner. Every time the keeper's going to touch the ball, I feel he's going to be under a bit of pressure.
Again, though,
played forward. Arman would have been offside.
yeah, really.
Throwing goes to his keeper. He's let it run over his body. Oh. They're playing with fire, Met, at the moment, to our potential advantage. Dullan to Greg on the halfway line. Back to Jenks. Getting a bit of composure back here. Boys just looking after the possession of the ball. There's still over 20 minutes to go here, Al. What would you, if you were the man in the dugout in charge, what would you be looking at? More of the same?
Yeah, I think it's never a good sign when you kind of sit and hold on to a lead. I think that kind of negative mentality, whether you like it or not, subconsciously does leak into it. So my message would be to really go for it. I think their heads have slightly dropped and we've got to capitalise on that.
Yeah, it seems over the last few minutes, obviously the goal has helped, but momentum has swung somewhat.
Yeah, as we said, a couple of minutes before the goal, we kind of got a foothold in the game again. A couple of half chances, so I think we deserved it in all honesty.
Jacob offering that long throw over on the right-hand side is won by Jenkins in the box. But Matt clear and counter-attack. Roscoe trying to get his head up, has to go backwards to Craven. Cleared by Veal.
It's a foul again. Wow.
It's a little bit comical. I'll try and run my best to not comment on decisions, but Roscoe clearly off the ball has gone through the back of Abruzzese there. Abu goes to the ground and looks to the officials for a bit of help and nothing given.
Yeah, you know it's a bad decision when Maka has a moan because he doesn't normally, but even he was saying then what is going on.
Ball back with Absalom. He's looking to gain a bit of confidence. Takes it early, strikes long. I didn't see Vincent coming on. The big number 29 for Met has come on. And Roscoe, it seems, has come over to this right-hand side then. And Sam Jones now up top. Bit of a shuffle of the pack here from Ryan Jenkins. It's a throw into Met over on the far side in front of their scoreboard that hasn't been switched on for the evening yet. The lights are on, but no timing on there. But I can tell you we're into the 71st minute. As Met break down the left-hand side. Good interception. Gives Dylan Reese a chance to put it up into the night sky here. Clear night. There was a bit of mist during half-time, but that's cleared too now. Lovely evening in Cardiff.
Just seen on the Cymru football app, popped up on my phone, the goal's been given to Jacob Owen, which is interesting.
And very interesting. Well, it was his cross, but I think it was Kyle Kenneford who got the end of the cross. I think he poked it with his toe almost at goal. It seemed the keeper was letting it go. And it's, like I said, it's hit the post and come back and hit him in the shin and gone in the goal. I think I'm right in saying that the goal has been put up on social media, on the Scorio social media channel. So if you wanted to take a look at what we've been describing here on the Bluebird's Nest Live, please feel free to do so. Just looking at the table, Al, we've got a goal difference of plus 15. Carnarvon plus 3. So we're currently 6 points ahead. Carnarvon could win 2 games, get 6 points, but we potentially could get third on goal difference with that 12-goal swing as well.
Yeah, we call it 5.5 points ahead with a goal difference like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you say now, it'd be nice to go on and get a winner, touch wood.
Yeah, I think there's every chance in another goal to come here as Chubb just having a little bit of a chat with the referee there. Has won himself a free kick. Absalom's come out with his penalty area to take this one. Goes short to Chubb on the half turn. Oh, plays well out to Veal on this right hand side. A lot of space in front of him. Ben Arman's coming back to cut that gap.
Oh.
And it's been lost by Met. Dan Hawkins to Greg Walters. Jacob Owens on his bike over on the far side. Great touch by Ken.
Oh.
Not quite. Oh, it's ricocheting off about 4 or 5 players there. Jacob Owen, to be fair, that could have been a free kick.
Yeah.
But he hasn't waved advantage, but play goes on. Out to Sam Jones now on the right-hand side. Back to Reynolds. No, I don't think that is Reynolds. It's the 18.
Yeah, Barton, young lad on loan from Newport.
We've missed that substitution. And is Reynolds the man who's gone off, I wonder?
Jack Clay's gone off, and Reynolds, yeah, I think for Tom and Barton.
Yeah. Attacking, to be fair, then.
Yeah.
Bring on another striker. Met, showing what they want to do here. Kyle Kenneford, great battle. Oh, the floodlights on the track next to us have gone off, and I thought for a second we were having floodlight failure. As Ben Harmon, round the back of Veal almost, he's going to win. Free kick, Cardiff Met.
Soft.
It certainly was soft, but again, Met looking for a winner here themselves. He's quick, the keeper out to come and take this one. Graham commenting in the chat about the goal difference, the impact that the clean sheets have obviously had, putting us in the position of having a plus 15 goal difference. It just shows that it's not only about the goal scored, the clean sheets, it's a whole team effort this year to put us in the position that we're in.
Yeah,
TNS,
I think.
Sorry, I'll go on.
Yeah, I was going to say about the clean. Oh, touch wood, we don't concede one year, but now we're all good. Having the clean sheets is massive. I think you can score all the goals in the world, but when you haven't got a foundation of keeping clean sheets, it's so hard to win games.
Chance of a counter-attack here. Greg Walters has been slotted in. He's going to... Oh, Greg does well. On his left foot, squares it across the box. Armand strikes! Straight at the goalie. Anywhere else, he would have really tested Absalom there. Great ball across the floor from Greg Walters on the left-hand side. Ben Armand was on the penalty spot, and as he pulled the trigger with his left foot, it's just gone straight at the keeper. Calmly has already got us back underway. Have rolled it out. Met are playing out from the back. Seeing a tweet here, TNS have had their record attendance for about 10 years, I think. 1,234 in attendance at Park Hall.
Oh, love it.
Apparently.
Apparently. Do you know, on the bus on the way up today, we saw that they posted on Twitter they were expecting 1,000. But no, it's good to see.
Yeah, it is good to see for the league. Obviously, congratulations to TNS on winning the league and putting on a bit of a spectacle tonight, where I'm sure at the end of the game they'll lift the trophy, and then they've just got the one remaining fixture against us a week tomorrow at the Meadow before we embark on our playoff adventure. It's still... I say still, as I've said it, updating you, there's been a goal. Joe Malkin has equalised for Bala Town. So perhaps to celebrate the night that TNS were hoping for. Still a long way to go, mind. 15 plus minutes to go there. As Met make another substitution, it's long-time archer Elliot Evans who makes way with just 15 minutes to go here. And Jake Morris comes on. Academy product? Oh.
No, he was in and out of Swansea and Cardiff as a youngster. I think he then went and played in the league below, the Cymru South, for a couple of seasons before coming to university. But no, real sharp left winger, striker, real good left foot as well. So dangerous. Watch out for on the counter attack.
It's getting lively. Both dugouts now throwing out the commands. Both teams holding on, but also looking to get perhaps a winner. Jacob Owen, his energy over on the far side, useful. He's cut the Met attack backwards towards their own halfway line. Good turn. He's impressed me tonight. So, Soadi?
Yeah, Barney, really good. It's nice to see him getting a run of games. He struggled with a couple of injuries in his first year in university, but a product of Bristol City's academy. He's coming into his own. He's been really good tonight.
Met with it still. Punted forward. Jenkins, who else? Heads it out for a throw-in front of 77 and a half minutes gone, yeah. As I can't even see the light in the floodlights are obviously on, and it's quite a musty sort of evening here, and it's difficult to see some of the numbers on the Met shirts from a distance. And with the substitutes as well. Just familiarise myself with a few of them. Absalom is 45 yards from the goal line there. Dan Hawkins almost pinched it off him. I would just sum the night at that. Jenkins boots down the line. Greg heads it to control it. Flicked on by Arman. Throw in Met. They're certainly not looking to hold on to a lead. They're looking to extend it, Met. And likewise, I think we are as well. So it's going to be an exciting last 15 minutes or so.
Oh, well
good dummy, McCarthy. Lets it go all the way through from to Zach Jones to have at his feet. He does pick it up himself now. McCarthy almost swung a left foot at it, but good play by skipper and vice captain there. Shepherd passes it back to Dullan. Goes all the way through. Absalom's at a back pass. He can't pick it up. Oh, he nearly loses it again.
He's done well in fairness.
Enjoying that one. Only finds McCarthy. Sam Jones coming forward. Shepherd does well to come back and collect. Really well done there, McCarthy and Shepherd. Good link up. Who release Abruzzese. Here he goes again. Down this left-hand side. Diagonal. It's good. Not a bad area. Slightly mishit. And caught by Absalom in the penalty box. He's thrown it out. That's going to be close to the touchline. Stays in. Met on the attack. Vincent, 35 yards out. Finds Roscoe. Good tackle, Kenneford, but Roscoe still with it. Out on this near side to Veal. He's got options inside him. Goes back to Chubb. Just puts his foot on the ball. He's slowing things down a bit, but still advances. Back to Veal on the touchline. Right-footed. Arrowed one into the box. Jenkins again underneath it. Flicks it onto Greg, who flicks it on, but it's only out as far as the substitute. Crosses in an area. Vincent. Oh, Zach Jones. What a save. And over the bar. Much to the enjoyment of the Bluebird supporters near us here in the stand. Zach Jones, a superb save. Down low to his right. A Vincent header that should have probably hit the back of the net there. And to be fair, you can't really take it away. It was a good header down low from about 6'5" in the air.
I think
Zach does well to get down low and parry that one.
I think Vinny would be disappointed he didn't put it a bit further into the corner, but it was definitely a massive save from Zach.
Panic over, it seems. The follow-up shot so high over the crossbar. I don't know who that was, but probably disappointed with that one. Well, Zach on the floor, there was more than half a chance for the home side.
Yeah, Jakey Morris, the one who I just said had a lovely left foot, so I'll thank him for that later.
Commentator's curse. Jacob Owen going to be picking up the ball over on the far side, inside the Met half. Pretty much where that graphic is showing for a throw-in. 81.5 minutes gone here. Down it goes. Good throw towards the corner flag. Kenneford battles with Craven for it. Jacobs helped him. Coming on the back. Chance inside. On his right foot, left foot. Kenneford's in the box. Oh, he's going to give a goal kick. Ricocheted about 6 times off each other's shin, I think, there. And he's gone with the home side to get the goal kick. Matt again playing out from the back. I'm not used to Absalom playing with his feet so much. He's done well most of the game, other than perhaps the error for the goal. Good forward play from Matt. Greg is having to chase back. Does well. Oh, I don't think Matt have even appealed for that, and they've won a free kick. Chubb is being called by the referee for a bit of a chat there. Free kick to Matt then. He's still having a conversation near the halfway line with the number 2. I think the captain Craven as well, calming matters down somewhat.
Yeah, I can imagine. Chubb loves a moan, so I'm sure C just got his work cut out trying to mouth shut.
But they've won the free kick. I don't know what he's moaning about.
he's a ledge chub off the pitch. He's real quiet and calm, and then he crosses the white line, and then angry guy. Quality player.
Chance then, left-footed. It's going to be from the touchline. Good area. Zach's underneath it, and again takes it so well. Two-handed catch. Ben Harmon looking to get on his bike straight away, arm in the air, looking for the through ball, but Zach's just slowing things down a touch. Into the 84th minute. Zach rolls it out. Abu says he's in a bit of space. He's got Roscoe coming across. Abu puts one up, and it's going to go all the way through to the keeper. Probably could have done with a slightly better angle across the field there. A little bit too straight, but positive. Sam Jones now with it on the halfway line to Craven. He's facing his own goal. Goes sideways. Chubb does well to skip past Dan Hawkins, to be fair. Puts a good ball forward. It's going to go all the way through to Zach. Jenks just gets his body in the right place there.
Yeah, good defending.
Times like this, Sal, when you're on the pitch, are you thriving on it, or are you how are the nerves?
Oh, it's tough to say, Ryan. I think when you're on there, you don't have time to think too much. I know the boys will definitely be aware that a point is a good result. But yeah, you kind of just play the game as it goes. I personally don't have time to stop and think too much.
Greg wins the header, rides the challenge that came in from, I can't even see who that is over on the far side, has taken a bit of a heavy landing. Reluctantly, we've got a free kick awarded to us by the officials. Get him back up. That was a bit of a heavy landing, that one. Abruzzese coming across right in front of Tony Panak in the dugout there. So no doubt instructions given to him. Jacob Owen's given an option down the right-hand side, but pretty sure this left footer is going to find Ben Harmon at the back post, potentially, into an area. It's Absalom's turn to come and collect comfortably, to be fair to him. Not quite at the desired target. Kelland, rarity, it must be said, punts clear and slices it. But finds Sam Jones. Back to Craven. Little chip forward. Good work by Sam Jones. Allows Joel Edwards to open up over on the left-hand side. Forward ball across the deck. Finds Vincent in the final third. Offside. Love it, Lino. .86 gone. 4 minutes of normal, and probably, like the first half, I don't think there's been many stoppages, only for substitutes really, so perhaps 6, maybe 7 in total to go here.
This is
TNS.
probably the time where you do start thinking about it. 5-6 minutes remaining, you probably become more aware of what the result means and what you kind of need.
Yeah, TNS have retaken the lead in the 85th minute. Sean Bradley with a penalty. Perhaps they will be dancing in the streets of TNS after all this evening. Jenks does so well. He's having a good battle with Vincent there, but again, he's come out on the right side of that battle. Joel Edwards lashes one onto the roof of the indoor arena. Don't you feel should have run in on the track inside there, Rob?
Do you know, we don't do too much in there. It's a 200-metre track, so it's used for sprint racing, but we certainly did a lot on the 400-metre one outside.
We feel there's some fantastic facilities here. Throw in just in front of the dugout then. Far more advanced than the visual is showing. Jacob Owen down towards the corner flag. They've let it bounce. He's taking a touch there. Surely. Corner ball. Whoa. How was the lines?
That is crazy.
Wow. Everybody in the ground could see that he took a touch on that one. The ball changed direction for a start.
I'm pretty sure Barney put his hands to his head.
Yeah, exactly. Wow.
Stay high, Ab.
They've got away with one there. Let's hope it doesn't come back to bite us, because Met are on the front foot coming forward. Good little turn there. Shepherd does well. Shepherd deemed to have fouled him, but Barton is smiling. I think he tripped himself up there with his fast feet.
Dangerous position for a ball in as well.
It is. It's spot on, exactly how we can see it on screen, right in front of us here. Barton, left footer, the number 18. Good ball delivery, to be fair, at the back post. One in the air. Knocks it. Oh, could he have shot there? Vincent missed his chance, perhaps. Jenkins clears. Back to Barton on the halfway line. He goes towards his keeper.
Get higher, boys.
Greg's underneath it. Good header. It's going to go for a corner. I think this is the Mets' first corner of the game, yeah? What's your role on defensive set pieces, Al?
Marking. So we have one zone in the front post area. One stays free, and then 4 or 5 of us pick up. So Met normally crowd the keeper as they are now. So the main priority is obviously 1, making sure your man doesn't get across you, but 2, protecting Zach.
It's going to be a left footer, which I'm surprised at. I thought they might put one right on the keeper's head here. There's an almighty clash on the goal line. I'm trying to see what it is on it. I think
Roscoe and Dill.
Former teammates throwing each other into the net there. Would that be a case of hostilities on the pitch and friends afterwards, perhaps?
Yeah, I think so. What's now? The ref will have a word with them, and now as soon as he runs away, they start again.
Exactly the same.
I never get it.
Left footed then, from the far side, out swinging. That's overhit massively. Out for a throw in. Panic over. We are into the 90th minute, and there's 3 minutes of injury time to go. 3 minutes that will, at the moment, take us 6 points clear of Carnarvon with a 12-goal difference. Not mathematically, by all means. However, certainly in our advantage.
What time are we on, Ryan?
90 minutes, 42 seconds of 3 minutes of stoppage time. Throw in Jenkins right up the touchline. Arms everywhere. Dan Hawkins just flicks one up in the air. Edwards has kept it in. Seems. Wheeled in like that one, it seems. Good knock forward by Hawkins. One of the last chances we're going to get here. Arman, nearly finds Dan Hawkins here in an attacking position. Greg on a yellow, just needs to be careful. Great play. Abrasesi just lets it go out for a throw-in. Skipper issuing the commands. He's just settling down here. Slowing things down. Jenks is coming across to take this one. About 90 seconds to go here. Jenks going to throw one down the touchline. A point, as I said, would put us in a really, really good position for that 3rd place in the league. Jenkins then on the halfway line. Big as you can is the shout from the crowd. Gains an extra few yards and then does throw it down the line. Greg underneath it. Ben Arman underneath it. Chance Shepherd. Little flick to the corner. It's still positive-ish, I suppose, but looking for that corner. Get something, boys. Referee right underneath it. It's so crowded, we can't quite see, but Met have cleared. Dylan, great diving header to get the ball forward. Dylan Rees, bit of an ear shot there from the skipper. He looked to just put one in the right area. Sam Jones comes away with it, but he's only lost it to Canniford, who skips, gets the foul, surely. Does.
Kylo has been quality, fair play.
Cheers from the Clearby casuals and the supporters in attendance. We've actually won another free kick here. Yeah, you're right. I said in the first half he was having a good game. He's probably been my pick for man of the match. Yours, Al?
Yeah, it'd be between him and Abu. I think the second half, especially right in front of us, Abu's been dangerous, but I probably agree with you. Over the 90 minutes, it's been Kylo.
That's absolutely right, mate. No praise to the best. Keep on rolling out,
Greg, go short to Alaric then. 35 yards out. Little... What are you doing now?
Touch finder.
The referee's whistle blows all over here at Cyncoed Campus. Thank you to everybody who's joined us across the season, not just tonight, for the Bluebirds Nest Live, where it's finished here. Cardiff Met 1, Haverfordwest County 1. Al, did you enjoy that?
I did, Bri. Thank you. It was nice to come on, mate. I apologise if I was speaking over you at all. I think we had some communication errors, not hearing each other come in. But no, I enjoyed it, mate. I'm glad we had a positive result.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate that you giving up your time and coming on tonight. And to be fair, the game was far more enjoyable than the last time we were here, like I said, for that 0-0. But really good. Thank you again for your time, mate. Wish you well in your recovery, and hopefully we can see you back in a blue kit or a black kit in the very near future. Good luck with it all. Again, thank you to everyone who's joined in. So for the last time of the league season this year, this is the Bluebirds Nest signing out, over and out.